Hey everybody, it's been a long time since I've been able to do one of these for you. So these are going to be a few boss guides for normal modes. Normally I don't do normal modes, but since right now for this tier everybody's entering with pretty low eye level, I think 463 is pretty typical for people who are trying to kill these right away. They're actually kind of challenging. They're tuned, they're not terribly difficult. You're not hitting enraged timers to the second or anything like that. But they do require some skill. So I'm going to do the first three this week. I've got to fly to Italy next week for a week, so I'll be out of town. I'll still be able to raid, but I won't be able to stream, probably from my laptop. Guess I can set it up and see what happens. I've not done anything from it. It's a pretty new laptop. Who knows? It may just crash it. But anyways, so I'm going to do the first three bosses. So Stone Guard, Fang, or whatever his name is, and Garajal, whatever, Spirit Binder this week, and then I will do the next three when I get back from Italy, I think, because I'll have videos of those to do it over. So we're going to start right now with the Stone Guard. Let's switch over to, I'm basically just going to, hold on, let me switch over to a different screen, and then, what is it? Nope. There we go. So this is a video of us killing it in the background. This is me live on the bottom, even though my stream has me down there. If you haven't looked at any guides that I've done before, I don't explain all the mechanics. I assume that you know the basic mechanics of the fight and you're just struggling with things and trying to figure it out. And this is basically a way to speed up the learning process so that you can learn and kill the fight in the most efficient manner possible. So, what we're going to do before we look at the video in the background and talk about things, I'm going to sort of talk about the basic mechanic of the fight. And actually, I'm just going to start the video because why not? There's no sound because, oh no, I need my notepad things back. Alright, so there are three bosses. We're going to call them A, C, and B. And they start like this, and they all start at 0 energy. You can see us fighting in the background. So the basic mechanic of this fight is any two bosses that are together start getting energy, and they can go up to 100. And when they get to 100, they blow up. What you want to make sure happens is that the ad that is currently petrifying your raid, so we'll signify that with a star on these notepads, is the one that blows up because you take 90% reduced damage from the kind of damage that guy does. So to start the pull, you want to have your two things together. So let's say C is the one that's doing the petrification, happens to be on the right, and they get to 50 energy on the right. At this point, you want to have basically do a taunt swamp. You just want this ad to go over this tank, this one to come over this tank. So then for the next 50 energy, we're just doing approximations here. I know stuff happens this way. This one will get to 50, and then this one will get to 100 and will explode. Boom! Alright, so now it's down to 0 energy, and it picks a new petrification target. This is the basic mechanics of the fight. You'll always be in the situation for the rest of the fight when an explosion goes off. So it never picks the one that just exploded, so it picks one of the other two. Now two things can happen. Either it picks the one that's off by itself. So if it picks the one that's off by itself, the tank over here needs to taunt the one that just exploded over to it, like this. So now you have a situation where this, the one where boss B is going to explode right when C gets to 50, and then you're going to have the same situation with two things at 50, one thing at 0. So if this happens, so C is going to come up to 50, A will stay at 50 because it's not gaining energy, and B will explode. Boom. Now, let's say best case scenario happens, and that is that C gets chosen here. Well, then you just leave it, right? Nobody taunts, DPS stays on the side that they're on, and you just keep burning down the two that are together, because now C will explode and B will be at 50 when it explodes. That's the entirety of this fight on normal mode. You want to make sure that you're not blowing up Jasper chains when Jasper isn't the guardian that is doing petrification, so you want to stay next to your partner all the way until Jasper gets picked, and don't stand in the purple puddles. And other than that, it's a pretty straightforward fight. As you can see, we use the hallway here to split them apart to make sure that they're sort of far enough away. There weren't rage checks or anything like that. That's the entirety of this fight. I'm sorry this is such a short video, but it's pretty simple. I'm happy to answer questions you have about it. We just kind of kill it. I don't know what kind of problems people were having. I think we 3-healed this looking at our DPS meter, but you could probably certainly 2-heal it. We just had 3 healers for the sake of it, I think, at this point. Yeah, so that's it for this one. I will upload this, and then I'm going to go ahead and start recording the one for Fang. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.